owó bàbá dámì. Ní Kwara State àwọn ọba 23 ọbas ni wọ́n ti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ o, ṣùgbọ́n lẹ́yìn ìdúpẹ́ yẹn nǹkan kan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ o. Nǹkan mà tún ti ṣẹlẹ̀ o lẹ́yìn ìdúpẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ọba 23, torí pé olóyè ó ṣàbẹ̀wò sí àwọn ìlú yẹn tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí àlàáfíà kó tún jọba nínú àwọn ìlú tá à ń sọ yìí. Ìṣe nínú gbogbo wọn ń dùn tí wọ́n ń fò fáyọ̀ tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pariwo. ń play àwọn fídíò kan fún àtẹ̀yìn náà ó rí tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pariwo Ìgbòho òòṣà, Ìgbòho òòṣà, Ìgbòho òòṣà, Ìgbòho òòṣà. Àwọn ọba 23 ni wọ́n ti fi ìdùnnú wọn hàn sí olóyè Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ àti ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ní Kwara State. Ṣùgbọ́n lẹ́yìn ìdúpẹ́ yìí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ lónìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo ìwé ìròyìn pátápátá ló tiẹ̀ sì gbé ìròyìn tí mò ń sọ yìí. Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé lórí ìkànnì authentic legit ni. Kwara State government wọ́n tún ti jáde tán o. Wọ́n jáde tán fún olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ. Kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní wípé wọ́n ní àwọn ò fẹ́ kí ìlú kankan Kwara State kó máa gbàlejò ọmọ Adéyẹmọ mọ́. Ẹ̀yin náà ṣe hà pé àwọn ò fẹ́ o. Gbogbo ìròyìn ló gbé torí ń kà fún wa tẹ́ gbọ́. Ìyẹn ó di ìròyìn méjì. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta nú ẹ̀ ni wípé ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu gbéná wojú àwọn èèyàn South Africa, àwọn ará South Africa, àwọn oní country, go back to your country. Bàbá ti gbéná wojú wọn pé ọmọ àlè ni yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sa àwọn èèyàn wa ní country yín tẹ́ ẹ dà wọ́n sí síbáṣìbo, kò sí ní tó jọ o. Àwa gan ò ní fààyè gbà yín lẹ̀ wa torí pé ọkàn yín gan ò ní balẹ̀, your heart no go touch ground. Ìpè kọ́ o, gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá náà lẹ́gbọ̀ọ́. Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé tí n bá ti gbé nǹkan wá ó ní reason ni mo ṣe gbé wá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn South Africans náà ni a tún wá wo àwọn kọ́mẹ́ǹtì àwọn èèyàn. Kí ni kọ́mẹ́ǹtì táwọn èèyàn ń sọ lórí ọmọ Adéyẹmọ àti ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láwọn Kwara State yìí? Mo ní kí sáré mọ́ mu wá pápápá. Gómìnà Bago ó sọ nǹkan kan tó ní agbára lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Fulani ní Niger State. Kí ni bàbá yìí sọ ni wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sì ti ń gbé pé wọ́n ní gbogbo àwọn Fulani leaders gbogbo wọn pátápátá ó rọ̀ wọ́n lóyè, kò rọ̀ wọ́n lóyè o, ṣùgbọ́n fún wọn warning ní gbogbo ẹ̀ náà lẹ́gbọ̀ọ́. Ó fún wọn serious warning pé tí wọ́n bá tún fi lè jíyàn gbé ní Niger State tàbí wọ́n pààyàn tàbí wọ́n ṣe nǹkan ìjàmbá kan sí anybody pé gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ Fulani leader ló dáràn ní Niger State. Nǹkan tó sọ fún wọn nìyẹn. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà sì ní ń play ọgbà àwọn fídíò yẹn fún wa pápápá ká tètè mọ́ sí ní pápápá. Ẹ já kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí àwọn ọba ní Kwara State náà tí wọ́n jáde tán tí wọ́n dúpẹ́ gbogbo àwọn ìlú tí olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ dé ní Kwara State. Wọ́n jáde tán tán sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ pé bàbá yìí ọmọ ṣeun, ìwọ ló já rí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, ìwọ ló já rọ́nà gbà, ìwọ ló tún já padà sínú ìlú wa o. Torí bàbá gbogbo àwọn ìlú tí mi ò tiẹ̀ gbọ́ rí, Ọwá Onírè, Ìsìn, Bàbá Ńlá, Òkè Ọdẹ, gbogbo àwọn ìlú yẹn wọ́n ṣàjẹ́ 23. Wọ́n ti fi ẹ̀hónú wọn hàn tán sì ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ pé tó o ṣé o Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ, ìwọ ló tún já lè rí ìlú gbé, ìwọ ló já lè padà sílùú bàbá, ilé wa ọ̀nà wa ìwọ ló já padà síbẹ̀. Wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dúpẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n gómìnà Kwara State wá jáde tán wọ́n sọ wípé àwọn ò fẹ́ gbọ́ kẹ́nìbọ̀dù pariwo Ìgbòho ṣàmọ́. Ẹ̀rù ti ń bà wọ́n. Wọ́n ní Kwara State ló fi Yorùbá land, ẹ gbọ́ sí lóòótọ́ ni. Wọ́n ní Kwara State pé kì í ṣe Yorùbá land ni ẹ gbọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa mọ̀ pàwọ́ là ní. Mo dẹ̀ sọ pé news tí wọn ò fẹ́ ká bírèkì yẹn yóò padà ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ kan. Ẹsẹ̀ nu tiwa lẹ́tì mọ́ gbọ́ yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n bí ọ̀sẹ̀lẹ̀ ń bá ṣẹlẹ̀ à á gbé lórí ìkànnì náà ni. Ẹ jẹ́ sáré kà. Kwara State traditional ruler order not to receive Sunday Igboho. Mo ń kà láti inú Sahara. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àníbolẹ̀ tó ti rí lè. Sahara reporter olóògbé onílé iná lẹ̀ ń wò. Order not to receive Sunday Igboho again after visit. Resident threatening for criticizing governors. Kí ni wọ́n ní tí wọ́n bá ṣe rárá kí ó àyà nígbà tẹ́yìn náà wọ́n gba odidi ìlú, àwọn ìlú bíi 30 ní Fúlàní lé wọn kó lé tí Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ wá ṣe àwọn 23 nínú wọn làwọn yẹn ti ń padà wá lé báyìí. Ṣẹ́ni pé good news ni 23 town, mi ò sọ villages o, àwọn town ìlú tó lọ́ba tó níjòyè wọ́n ti padà wálé tí wọ́n sì ń ṣayé wọn. Ní another threat ní ìbá tó jáde lónìí pé àwọn ò fẹ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹjẹ sáré kà á kó má dàbẹ̀ ni pé kínní ẹ máa gbọ́ o. According to Sahara reporter also alleges that come members of the community who publicly condemned the governor's handling of insecurity during Igboho's visits had been threatened with arrests. Gbogbo àwọn tán sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n jiyàn gbé, wọ́n ṣèyàn léṣe, wọ́n ṣe kinní kan kó gbogbo wọ́n threaten wọn pẹ̀lú arrest ní o. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o. The residents of Owa Onire in Kwara State who have been displaced from their ancestral community by persistent bandit attack have alleged that traditional rulers in the part of Kwara's south were instructed not to receive Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho. They claim the directive followed the recent visit to insecurity ravage in Kwara State. They claim the directive followed the recent visit to insecurity ravage community, where residents openly criticized Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak over the worsening security situation. Ejo, ṣé kò ṣẹlẹ̀? If this thing is not happen, these people will not have reason to leave their village, will not have reason to leave their town. They will not have reason to leave their community. So now the governor is saying that they are accusing him. And that is why they said that they don't want to see Sunday Igboho again. Àlátí ò dẹ̀ lè ṣẹ ní. Torí olóyè gan sọ́nu fídíò, máa play fídíò yìí fún wa. Wípé bàbá Tinubu ló fáwọn go ahead o. Federal aládé ń sọ yìí o. Ẹ bá ń gbọ́ gbogbo fẹ́ẹ̀dìrà o. Bàbá Tinubu ló fún wọn láyè. So gbogbo tí ó bá wù káwọn state yẹn máa sọ pé kinní kan. Tí gómìnà Kwara State bá fẹ́ mọ proof pé ẹ máa wo ibi tọ́rọ̀ yẹ o, ẹ máa wo ibi tó ti wà tó ti lágbára ṣe o. Tí gómìnà Kwara State bá máa fẹ́ mọ proof ń sì pé àwọn láṣẹ, àwọn lè control security, àwọn lè control anything so that anybody ò lè wá sí state àwọn anyhow. Then kí wá ló mú gómìnà Ọ̀yọ́ state tí àwọn ò láṣẹ lórí security? Ṣé ẹ rí pé nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ rí pé nǹkan lágbára ń bẹ̀rù? Ẹ rí pé lágbára ń bẹ̀rù? Gómìnà Kwara State ń fi security threatening àwọn tó fẹ́ kálàáfíà kó jọba ní Kwara State. Wọ́n fi security threatening kéèyàn wọ́n threatening Ìgbòho ṣáàtíà, kéèyàn wọ́n threatening ọba aládìkún, kí gómìnà wọ́n threatening Ìgbòho ṣá, kí Ọ̀yọ́ state government wá mọ́ sọ wípé àwọn ò lágbára lórí security, federal ló lágbára. Now federal yẹn ló wá authorize Sunday Ìgbòho pé kí Ìgbòho lọ stop ìjínigbé ní Kwara State. Ṣé ẹ rí pé lágbára báyìí? Federal yẹn ló fún Ìgbòho ní gbogbo àṣẹ, wọ́n ti fún láṣẹ pé àníṣe gbogbo ibi tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bá wà lọ ṣààbò síbẹ̀. Bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, àṣàt bí ìjẹta over 105,000 ní àwọn ìrù ẹkùn tí wọ́n ti rẹ́gísítà. Wọ́n sì ń ṣe screening about bí 25,000 lọ́wọ́ náà ń ṣe screening wọn lọ́wọ́. Tó ti rẹ́gísítà tán dúró tán gáláǹtì tẹ́kí gbogbo àwọn ìlú tí Sunday Igboho lọ pátápátá ó ní ó jẹ́ wípé everybody ti ready láti defend ilẹ̀ wọn. So mo sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wò bọ́rọ̀ yẹn ṣe ń lọ tó lọ́rọ̀ àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn nǹkan tá à ń sọ yẹn tí ò bá yọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wọn ò ní mọ ibi tí wọ́n ti mọ̀ dá sí. Tí gómìnà Kwara State bá fẹ́ mọ fi security threatening Igboho sí pé àwọn láṣẹ àwọn lè ṣe anything, kí ló mú Ọ̀yọ́ State táwọn ò lè lo security láti end àwọn terrorist activities àbí nǹkan kan? Ṣé rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lágbára? Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ já dúpẹ́ pé bàbá Tinubu ló fún Igboho ní gbogbo federal power. Igboho ò dẹ̀ dá ṣe, kò síbi tẹ́ máa lọ tí Igboho máa lọ tẹ́ẹ̀ ní bá DSS, tẹ́ẹ̀ ní bá àwọn army, tẹ́ẹ̀ ní bá special forces, tẹ́ẹ̀ ní bá Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn àtàwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ẹkùn tán dúró tán gallant. So kò dá ṣe náà, kò dá ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ sáré play díẹ̀ kẹsàrí gbọ́n nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn sọ. Kò sí, bàbá yẹn ò dá ṣe, kò dá ṣe. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ òòṣà irúnmọlẹ̀ tí ń jẹ fried rice. Ẹ mọ̀ gbọ́ o.
Orí pé àwọn tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn fúnra wa, á yẹra wa wò.
Ó ṣá.
Bí a bá yẹra wa wò, láti ń yẹra wa, ọkàn bàbá wa balẹ̀. Ìgbà tí àwọn bàbá wà nípò tí àwa wà yìí, kò bàjẹ́ lórí wọn báyìí. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ Kó bàjẹ́ lórí wa, ọ̀rẹ́ ká ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ ká fọ bàbá yìí lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ni, àwọn àdá wọn náà mú. Gbogbo bandit wọnú ìlú yẹn, wọ́n lè kó ní wọn búra wa. Àwọn bandit yóò fi sìgìdì rárá. Mo fi ọlọ́tọ̀ lẹ̀ ní ìbúra. Ọ̀ ní kúrò. Alájọ fọ́ sọ́wọ́pọ̀, aláwọ̀dún gbọ́dọ̀ wọn òdúdó rẹ̀ wà fún ọlọ́run. Tí bandit ò ní fún rárá. Ókè, bóyá ẹnu Nàìjíríà ni, bóyá ló là gbà yìí. Ókè, mo ti dé Kwara nísìnyí.
Now, ìtọ́ ń bí wọ́n nú gan ni pé Ìgbòho wá sí Kwara State. Ìtọ́ fún wọn lórí nìyẹn o, tó fún wọn ní headache nìyẹn pé Ìgbòho wá sí Kwara State. Gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó ti ń fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ wá dúró àwọn ìlú yẹn tí Ìgbòho dé baba ńlá, ó dókè ọdẹ, ó dé òkè sókè onígbà àbí kí wọ́n pa àwọn ìlú yẹn pọ̀ káàkiri. Tọ́ka wọn tó ti ń balẹ̀ tẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ń fẹ́ máa set up àwọn àmọ́ kí wọ́n pè ìwé ẹkùn síbẹ̀ pé kálàáfíà ó lè jọba tí threat tí wọ́n wá látọ̀dọ̀ gọ́vnọ̀. Ṣé bí gọ́vnọ̀ ni number 1 citizen state, àwọn ló yẹ kí wọ́n ṣètò ààbò. Gbogbo nǹkan tí àwọn ó ti wá fi ń ṣe rí pé ó ti ń fi hàn sí i. Ṣé rí pé ẹ̀kọ́ tí fojú múmú hàn báyìí? Ibi tí wàhálà gan ti ń wá, ṣé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ṣó ti ń clear báyìí sí everybody ń sìn? Ó ti ń clear. Everybody náà ti ń rí. Everybody ti ń rí. Ẹ jẹ́ sáré tẹ̀lé ẹ̀ sí kẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí gómìnà yẹn sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ká tó wá tó ń lọ sí the next one. Ó ní Igboho and the members of his security team recently visited Babala community in the Igbomina region, Gamu, Aileri, and Owa Onire, where they met residents affected by recurring attack and inspected deserted settlements. In a viral video from the visit captured members of Igboho security team lamenting the security situation in Owa Onire, which they were described as community abandoned due to Fulani herdsmen attack. A resident responded, we have a governor and he is Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak. The security operative continued, he is a governor and he did not do anything about it. We are in the town that has become deserted because of the insecurity and banditry. It was the armed Fulani people that did all these things. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó tójú wà lánìí tábẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní àtàkì wípé why would they say that? Ẹjọ́ tí ò bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n máa sọ pé ó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Niger State Gov.Bago ó sọ nǹkan kan tó ní agbára tó yẹ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sì ti ń gbé pé ó ti ṣùgbọ́n ilé tó sọ gan ní agbára ju ohun táwọn èèyàn gan ń gbé lọ. Kí ló sọ ni wípé ó ní community táwọn bá ti gbọ́ pé wọ́n jí èèyàn gbé ní Niger State ń sìn pé wọ́n dáràn, gbogbo Fúlàní ibẹ̀ ló dáràn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo wọn pátápátá ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí ẹgbọ́n ní.
Should send warning to Fulani communities declaring that families who harbor criminal elements among them will be held accountable for kidnappings, while also directing that any farmer who extends crops beyond designated boundaries should be arrested and their farm destroyed by cattle. The governor made these comments over the weekend while visiting the Emir of Bogu. He also warned that any imam or mosque found to be promoting extremism will be arrested and their establishment immediately shut down by the government. Let's take a look.
What was that she demanded? The way it's a little more about Kurdish Kamashi, Sakawishi. That one was a matter of African Muslim, almost a leader, Krista, what a villa, the mother of another who are pulled the Masalachus and then Mujamez who come and for couch Musasha.
All right. The governor's directive immediately sparked mixed reactions online, especially in the north. Critics argue that Fulanis are being unfairly targeted, while those in support of the governor's comments say his goal is to tackle insecurity and safeguard lives across Nigeria. I mean, I tried to take this story all week, but now we're seeing, a governor speaking, basically truth to power, like I see. I mean, the part about the Fulani communities and, the sort of targeting and the name is one thing that got some people speaking, saying that, he's targeting them unfairly. But I think that he is right on point. Your thoughts?
Let me just say first, I want to give him a round of applause. We actually need more governors, particularly in the northern region of Nigeria, speaking up and speaking decisively around this particular issue. What are the things that he talked about? Number one, he said that those who are preaching, and by preaching sowing discord, will be he's going to go after them. He said about people who harbor criminals, families who harbor criminals, and that is in line with the Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act, where he says that even accessories to terrorism will now be found guilty under the law. So this is within that particular act. What he has said is what we have seen as one of the things that have continued to support the rise of terrorism. Number one, people who are sympathetic to terrorists, the ecosystem of terrorists, community members and family members who harbor these terrorists know where they are hiding and even give them a hiding place. These people are just as complicit as the terrorists who perpetrate this evil. Then we often talked about the responsibility of religious leaders. It's often said that Islam is a religion of peace, and it is the bad eggs who are twisting, the message to suit their own interests that are to be blamed. This Governor Gov.Bago, as is popularly referred to,
Gov.Bago,
has demonstrated in line with this particular thinking and principle. If we must end terrorism, there's
now, ṣé rí pé ìgbésẹ̀ tí gómìnà yìí gbé ń sìn gradually ẹ máa rí pé ní Niger State sì terrorism máa reduce gradually, and that is exactly what we are expecting in Kwara State. Not the governor to be doing up and down or doing like a simple kini. Governor gbọ́dọ̀ make sure wípé safety àwọn aráàlú ẹ̀ ó jẹ òun lógún. Kì í ṣe pé káwọn kan tó wá fẹ́ ṣe kán tó fẹ́ dáàbò bo àwọn aráàlú kẹ́ tó wá gbógun tẹni tó fẹ́ dáàbò bo aráàlú yẹn. Sọ pé similar cases yẹn náà ní nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́yọ̀ọ́ state tá a rí. Kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìgbà tí Sunday Igboho fẹ́ wọ gbógbà yẹn náà ń declare coffee declare nǹkan oríṣiríṣiríṣiríṣiríṣiríṣi. Tí ó dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tí wá jáde tán sí pé ìwọ tí àwọn bá discover pé wọ́n ká nǹkan ja ogun mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́, any equipment o, materials o, tó ṣàtìgbọ́mọ́ ti terrorist, ẹnìyẹn ti dáràn in Niger State. Tí wọ́n bá jẹ́ pé olórí náà bá ká wọ́n ibi tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí ń gbé ní ìsìyẹn jáde nìyẹn pé iṣẹ́ will replace all the Fulani leaders. If you are the leaders and they discover that you are supporting terrorism, they will remove you. He told them, he said they should stop this. They should stop conniving with bandits, terrorists. That they should make sure that there is peace in Niger State, and this is a good development. We know the activities in Kaduna. Everyone got off with in Kaduna during El-Rufai, and they will pretend as if all is well. But the governor have come out now, the Niger State governor say, if you they discover that you have implicating materials, those are the terrorist equipment or materials, you are also an accomplice. You are also part of them. You will also be dealt with. And this is a good development. If all the governor acts proactively like this, safety everybody now, they are now working. Gumi said, he said that President Tinubu is the only president. He said he's the only president that is stubborn. He said he's the only president that is stubborn. that he did not allow them to bargain with terrorists. And President Tinubu has said that he's not ready to bargain. That is why he started with his own Southwest people. Safety, security first. That is why Igboho is on board. Because he's the one who Nikaloka Dwe. Abanene Madanini. Abansoro Wanyang Hype. Oh, Hype Kakako. Okadweni. Okadweni. He's not hyping. Exactly, mo comment me look at your hand delay. E mo comment ni yo mo like comment yi mo se ni mo gbọ́dọ̀ mo comment wa ke gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ. Ó ní e mo comment o. Ó ní it will shock you that Oduduwa nation will be the first gained their freedom before Biafra. Sunday Igboho is doing exactly what the first ever president of Philippian Emilio Anguando did before he got Philippian freedom from Spain. He obeyed the king, served under the current government, become a commander of a particular forces. The same thing with US ever first president George Washington. He also commanded a force under current government. Now, look at the strategy Sunday Igboho is using, and you are all saying he is serving APC government. Don't worry, it will shock una soon. How can you disrespect kings? Religious leaders disobey current government by forming your own force. Things are not done that way. I love that comment. That's why I have to bring it. For those of you that say, I see, oh, Kakini Edada. What the man is saying that he cited some example of people that have, use the method that Igboho is currently using now. He cited example of Philippines. He cited example of a US president that they all partner with government in power, and from there, there was freedom for their people. So, what do you think about this video? In the comment section, for the first time. This is Icing TV, legitimate, authentic. Then, Lori Kaneyi, is original, is authentic. About like the video, about share it, about subscribe to the Kaneyi, a show. Icing TV, a show 10:30 Siwani Bobo.